I'm excited because Starfleet Academy just cannot help itself. It really cannot help itself at all. This has been one of the worst premieres ever in modern current day streaming television. Starfleet Academy is just getting annihilated left and right. And everybody who's a real Star Trek fan, who also, even if you're not a Star Trek fan, if you appreciate good old school storytelling, you know that Starfleet Academy is total and complete ideological trash. And what would you do? You have a horrible premiere. You have been made fun of at every level on every social media platform. People who criticize it are getting more views and making more money than Paramount Plus is, myself included. What do? Do you take a step back and do you reevaluate your promotion? Do you reevaluate your marketing? No. Apparently, if you're Alex Kurtzman and those who give him permission to do shit, you go full Rings of Power acolyte. Anyway, and why do I say you get Rings of Power acolyte? Yeah, they're letting people see interviews, just like they did with Rings of Power, and they're going the road of acolyte, where the power of many, well, the power of lesbians, will guide us. What am I talking about? Last night, while I was playing Dragon Quest, I'm sitting here during cutscenes, go checking the social medias, and what do I find? I find this glorious interview with Gym Teacher and Tig Notaro. Let's have a listen. I will not say a word. I want you to fully take this in. And then we will rip it apart. All right. So let's have a listen. Check the volume. Okay. And yes, the audio is there. I know what I'm doing. I'm a professional. All right. Gym Teacher and Tig Notaro. Mind you, Tig Notaro is a real-life, non-binary lesbian. And this chick is just fat and annoying. Let's go.
Yeah, it's a dream.
And that you can yell at people.
And I can yell at people. That's what I do anyway. It's awesome.
She yells at me on and off camera.
Yeah.
For me personally, playing Jet, it's really interesting because I was single through Discovery. It's been really interesting to incorporate a relationship because we are romantically involved on the show. And I was talking to Gina about this earlier, that I didn't think our dynamic made sense at first because I thought I would be the more dominant personality in a relationship. And honestly, when I watched it with my real wife, she was like, I love this dynamic.
Okay, and there's my thumbnail. There's my thumbnail right there. Wow. All right, so you are Starfleet Academy. You have been widely ridiculed for not understanding Star Wars, for not doing anything Star Trek. I did it again. For not knowing Star Trek. You've been widely ridiculed for damaging lore and for pushing agenda in just your first 2 episodes. And here we are. Guess what? 2 of the most obnoxious people in the show are scissor fighting. Because listen, this creature here is a Jem'Hadar Klingon hybrid, which means the lovin' ain't gonna be soft and tender. She's gonna, well, wait there. Oh my, wow. Oh, what did I just walk into? It is a very lesbian relationship because she's gonna beat the shit out of her. Because he just said, I'm not the dominant one. Yeah, the Jem'Hadar Klingon hybrid ain't going to be a tender lover. She's going to beat the shit out of you. So it is a real-life lesbian relationship. All we need is Space U-Haul, and it really be right there. So here it is. But right now, jokes aside. What are you doing? What are you doing? It's Acolyte all over again. let's push lesbian relationships where it doesn't matter. And during this, of course, out of the woodworks come the agenda tourists, the agenda fans, the activist fans. We'll call them the activist fans. That's the better term. The activist Star Trek fans. They have one response to this. The one time Jadzia kissed a woman in DS9 from her previous life, one of her previous lives. That's their whole thing. Look, Jadzia kissed a woman. You're all tourists for being angry at this. No, there's context for that, where Jadzia rejects her because Jadzia is straight. Jadzia is very straight. She gets boned by Worf. You don't get more straight when you get boned by Worf. So that is their only defense to this. You're a tourist because Jadzia kissed a woman once on DS9. No, there's context to that. But this is what fake fans, this is what activist fans will do. They will take something, they will take a moment, a clip, literally a few seconds, and they will try and make that their whole argument without the context of the episode. Because in Star Trek, context matters. Because usually the episode is trying to have you basically debate a larger plot story point. Not just, oh, look, she kissed a woman. Everything's gay. No, it's not gay. That episode is not about being gay. That episode is about, can somebody still find love a lifetime later? Because there's a rule among joined trills. You are not supposed to have relationships or deal with people who you had previous relationships. And when I don't mean friends, I mean, downtown sweaty time with in a previous life. You're supposed to avoid emotional entanglements because the memories get a little, oh, okay, wait a minute. Yeah, I'm feeling something, but it's not my memories. It's another host's memories. So you're not supposed to do that. And that's going to be a problem in season 7 when Ezri comes around and Worf still thinks it's Dax, but there's Ezri Dax and then there was Jadzia Dax. 2 different people. Because Ezri for a while is confused because she has Jadzia's passionate memories, very recent, for Worf. But see, there's context. They don't want to talk about context. They just want to say, oh, look, the Chuds are angry because lesbians are appearing in Star Trek. But look, a woman kissed another woman once, so it's okay. No, it's not okay. They're going to make this a point that it's going to come back to over and over. And if you saw these two in the episode, Tig Notaro's yelling at gym teacher, what's wrong with you? You're an idiot. There is nothing interesting about them as a couple. One is angry at the other one, and the other one's just vicious and aggressive. This is not Star Trek. What this is, and you heard them talk about it. Let's do it again. Let's go back again.
That you can yell at people.
And I can yell at people. That's what I do anyway.
So she's happy that her character yells at people. She's happy about that. I get to yell at people. You know what? Yelling at people makes not a good character. We've had 2 episodes. Here's all right. Go back and watch the pilots for TNG, DS9, and even Voyager. When you're done with those 2 episodes, because remember, every pilot is 2 episodes in length. When you're doing that, you get an instant feel for the bridge crew, the command crew, whatever you want to call it, depending on the show. You have attachment to several characters. You get a lot. We are 2 episodes in. Gym teacher, Jem'Hadar hybrid gym teacher, whatever. She's introduced in the first episode. We have for 2. All she does is yell at people. She has no personality except yelling. And Tig Notaro, she's just there to be an angry lesbian to emasculate men. That's her character. So we've had these characters for 2 episodes. They have no actual character profile. They have nothing. They're there to be obnoxious. They're there to be annoying. They're there to hate you for being a real Star Trek fan. That's what you got going on here. And they're proud of it. Listen to this whole thing. And then Tig Notaro, I'm married, or my character has a relationship now. Look, they are literally lesbian gym teachers with whistles. Literally. Lesbian gym teachers with whistles. And why is she there? Why is she in physical training? She's a hologram. We'll get into that tomorrow, I'm sure, when I review it. Get into that. This whole thing is retarded. They are happy to hijack Star Trek for agenda. Look, lesbians in space. Listen, there are plenty of lesbians in space movies that I would look at, and you ugly bitches ain't going to be in them. All right? Starfleet Academy, it's a dumpster fire. It is not Star Trek. All they want to do is insert agenda into all of this and then criticize you when you call it out for being narrative breaking, lore breaking, canon breaking, Star Trek breaking. But guess what? Nobody's fooled. Nobody's fooled. Everybody's lining up to point and laugh at this dumpster fire. And you can join me every Thursday for my reviews of Starfleet Academy, and every Saturday when we have Where No Man Wants to Go reviews, and we dogpile on this garbage. I'm done. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Check out my gaming channel at Renaissance Nerd Arcade, and follow me on X Twitter under @TheRedNerd. Thanks again for watching. Take it easy.